So I'm going to start the Poochie up in preparation for the Ebola sample. There's a power button on the side, and click it and the seismic starts to turn on, and it starts a sequence of automatic functions that you don't even need to be present for. It does some auto rinses and background counts. So we're going to run the QC now that the analyzer has gone through all its checks. It's in ready status. Just by the fact that this base page main menu is here, it tells you that the background check has functioned. If there was a malfunction with the background check or some other process related error, it would be present here, and then you would have to work at figuring out what was the next step in that regard. So now we're going to run the QCs. There are 3 levels: a low, a normal, and a high. These were taken out 15 minutes ago from the refrigerator, which is just to the left of the cabinet with the Poochie in it. So press QC here. Select a file that's appropriate. This is 42590710, which is the first one. I'll press on it. And here are instructions. Place control blood in tube adapter and place it in the sample position. Press run. So I'm going to mix the vial. I'm just turning and inverting. Do it about 20 times. Check the bottom and make sure that all the blood cells are suspended, especially with brand new vials where the red blood cells tend to be packed more tightly. Push to open. Take out anything that would be in the adapter. Use the green adapter for controls. On this last QC, we've got an error, which is pretty evident on the screen. We'll say OK to silence the error. And we can press on this flashing indicator at the top. It's like a little man with a question mark. Data is out of QC limits. Press back. With the main page, there's no indicator in the judgment section of the menu to tell us what parameter is out. Press on the arrow at the bottom of the menu and we can see the rest of the CBC, and there's an indicator to say that one of the QC parameters is low, which is the newt percent. What we're going to do is rerun the control. And now we're going to run a patient sample. The Ebola sample will not have a barcoded label such as this, but it will have an addressograph label, and please use the MRN number of the addressograph as a sample ID. Set a mixed sample and press run. Mix the sample. Keep the sample top on. Sample's aspirating right now. aspirate is finished, we can access the sample and remove it. The results of the analysis print automatically, and these can be during the Ebola protocol. The person inside the cabinet will be dictating these parameters to the person outside the cabinet, who will have this particular chart, and they will be handwriting the dictated results onto this particular chart.
They will also read back the results as per last protocols.
So there's the first parameters are part of the CBC, the WBC, the RBC, the hemoglobin, hematocrit, MCV, MCH, MCHC, and platelet, and the differential portion, lymphocyte percent. MXD percent represents a mixture of basophils, monocytes, and eosinophils, and a neutrophil percent, and the correlating absolute values. Shutdown is really simple. There's a button here. Push it. On the screen it says Run Shutdown. Press Execute. The execute is on the screen. Press that. It will take approximately 2 minutes. And once this is shut down, turn off the power on the side.